Hi guys, I think it's time all of you join hands together and do a fasting and prayer for me. Because things are becoming like a comedy to me. A lot of things around me, they're not looking like comedy. A lot of comic things are happening to me recently. Whatever I want to share with you now, it just happened now. And I'm angry. Okay, yesterday I got a call that, I should leave my province to another province for a business meeting for today. So this afternoon, I boarded a flight, and the flight is for just a 1 hour, 30 minutes flight. And I was seated at the business section. You know, in the plane, the business section is at the front part of the plane. As I was seated, though, there's this girl that just, people were, the economy people were coming in. I was seated in front. And this girl just walked past. She was wearing a bomb short, very curvy, well-shaped, beautiful girl. Well-shaped. I had to turn back and I said, wow, this is so beautiful. So she went to sit down. While in the plane, I was thinking, how will I approach this girl? What am I going to tell her when she comes down, like when we land? Fast forward, we landed. You know, the business class people will go down first. So I went down. So I went to the carousel, that place where you wait for your bag inside the airport. So I was there, I was waiting. And then she came. She was standing not too far from me. I was like, hi, how are you? She smiled at me and said, oh, hi. I was like, my name is Desmond and all of that. We started talking. And then she said she has 3 luggages, 3 big bags. And I said, okay, that's beautiful. So me, being that I've liked the girl already, I was not even waiting for my bag anymore to come out. I was waiting for her own bag. I was helping her look for her bag. And she has 3 big, heavy luggages. Okay, she pointed her luggage. I was running to carry luggages for this girl. I was helping her carry heavy. The luggages were so heavy. So I had to carry the 3 of her own first before I started looking for mine. I was just trying to show to her that, okay, I'm interested in you. I was doing all these things. Normally, I'm not an Uber guy that will start carrying luggages up and down. So I had to do it for a woman. Okay, fast forward. I dragged the luggages and I picked this trolley. I loaded the whole bags. And she said she's traveling from that place to somewhere else. Like the journey is 1 hour, 35 minutes from the airport. And me, there's something about me. If I get to the airport, I tend to rent cars because if I'm traveling to another province, I can't take my car there since I'm flying. So I rented it. She went with me to the office where I can rent a car. So I went there. I didn't even rent a small car because of her, because I was trying to please her. I went to rent a Range Rover. This is the key. I just rented the Range Rover because of her. And I told her, don't worry, anywhere you are going to me, I'm going to go and drop you by myself. She was happy. Then I paid $2,000 renting the Range Rover for the 3 days I'll be here. So I drove this guy inside the car. We're talking, we're laughing, we're talking. In my mind, I've gotten a girlfriend. That's what I was feeling. So I was driving 1 hour, 35 minutes. So almost to that location where we're going to, because she gave me her address. I was having her address on my map. So we're going and we're talking. You know, I even bought some drinks in the airport. So we're drinking, we're having fun. We're drinking and we're talking. While on the journey, you know, normally I'm not going to ask for her number while I stay there. It's when I want to drop her. That's when I'll be like, okay, give me your number. So we're talking. I was so happy. Goosebumps everywhere. If you look at her legs, her laps, her thighs are so smooth. I said, Jesus, God, thank you for blessing me with a girl like this. Reaching to that place, she was talking on the phone and she was speaking her language with some persons. I wasn't even interested in whatever she was saying. Reaching to the place, she pointed the gate. Oh, this is where I'm going to. I said, oh, wow. So I was like, okay, babe, can you give me your number so that we can talk? She said, oh, I'm sorry. You know, as I was asking for the number, a guy came from the gate, though the gate was a bit far from where I was parked. A guy was coming with beers, tall guy. And she was like, this is my boyfriend. I wasn't able to travel for Christmas because I was with my family. So that's why I came now. to come stay with him for like 3 weeks. And afterward, I'll be going to school from here. She said she can't give me a number. After driving 1 hour, 35 minutes, you can't give me your number. Then, I don't know what she told the guy. She now said, oh, the guy came close. The guy was wondering, who came to drop my girlfriend with a Range Rover? The guy was like, oh, he's a good Samaritan. He's a good Samaritan that just... Desmond, a good Samaritan? What are you telling me? I drove 1 hour, 35 minutes. And only to hear that Desmond is a good Samaritan. They both kissed, and the guy was offloading the bag. And the guy I was looking, I was just wondering. I was feeling that it was a prank. And the next thing, both of them were going inside. The guy was like, oh, thank you, G, thank you, G. Like, Desmond, a good Samaritan. Say, my sister, I'm not a good Samaritan. I carried you for 1 hour, 30 minutes because I was interested in you. Of which I told you inside the car. You never told me you have a boyfriend. If you had told me you have a boyfriend inside the car, I would have turned my car and go drop you back in the airport. This is not normal. It is not done anywhere. It is unacceptable. I was looking at them. They entered the gate and they closed the gate. I was sitting inside the car. So I was like, so I'm going to drive another 1 hour, 30 minutes back to my hotel. Jesus. This is inhuman. Ladies, if you know you have a boyfriend, please don't allow another guy help you. Please, if you are watching me and you see me on the road, please, I'm not a good Samaritan. Desmond, a good Samaritan. For 1 hour, 30 minutes drive. Then I'm going to be, I'm going to be taking that route again, 1 hour, 30 minutes travel again, as a good Samaritan. Jesus. See my bag. This is my luggage. I just came. That is my luggage behind me. I said I must record this. It just happened. See my luggage. I drove 3 hours for a woman, only for me to have a heartbreak. The boy came outside and was coming like this. You didn't even ask. What kind of good Samaritan is this? I'm a good Samaritan for 1 hour, 30 minutes. Ladies, people should have conscience. Conscience. There is God. Conscience. The girl maintained inside the car, and she never made mention of her boyfriend, not even for once. She never even told me who she was going to visit. Me, I was just happy. I was buying her drink. I was giving her first class landing. Hey, I was treating her. She was able to maintain. She was able to laugh with me. She laughed and all that. Getting to her boyfriend's place. Oh, I'm not a good Samaritan. Then she didn't even waste time. She kissed the boy before me, and both of them, the boy carried the bag. She took one, the boy took two, and they entered the house. I was there. I almost went back to go and tell them, please. I see if I had my words, I would have taken her back to the airport. Let her boyfriend come and pick her. This is inhuman. It might sound funny, but it just happened. It just happened.